Get your feet off my desk and your butt out of my chair. Keith, I've got an arsonist killer to find. I don't have time for you.
You may not have a desk much longer, you know. I was just talking to the chief this morning about getting your replacement. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about calling up Eden and telling him to start auditioning new bed partners. Because you're going to be spending some time in jail.
What are we talking about?
You know, you kept brushing me away like I was some fly on your sandwich, you know. And voila, the day of reckoning is here. You got one last chance to tell me Kelly Capwell's whereabouts. You do know where she is, don't you?
Oye, Johnny, tranquilo, tranquilo. Estoy aquí. Ven, suelta eso. Vamos a ver. Estoy aquí. Siempre estaré contigo. Siempre. Sí. Vamos a abrir.
Brig, acabo de enterarme. ¿Cómo está Johnny?
Bueno, él ya ha dejado de llorar. Sí. Se ha preocupado por mí. Viene a verme cada 5 minutos. Quiere que le coja. No sabía que alguien tan pequeño podía entender algo tan grande.
Brick, yo no he sido un padre para ti. Nunca te cogí ni te cuidé como tú haces con él. Pero te quiero, ¿sabes?
Amy ha muerto, Lionel.
Lo sé.
Creía que nos quedaba más tiempo.
Lo sé.
Brick no contesta el teléfono. ¿A dónde vas?
A la casa de invitados. Amy ha muerto. Y tengo algunas cosas que decirle a Lily Light.
No podría contenerme si estuviera en la misma habitación que ella.
Yo tampoco confío en Mason. Quiero que sea parte de ella. Si la policía no la ha hecho de la propiedad, lo haré yo.
A no ser que tengas un motivo razonable y necesario para detener a la señorita Light, ella no irá a ninguna parte.
Look, a fire nearly destroyed the whole southern side of the wharf. A man is in a hospital. A woman is dead. Now, how's that for reasonable and necessary?
I can vouch for Miss Light's whereabouts at
the
time.
Yeah, maybe you can. But we happen to think one of her people may be involved.
We are tired of being harassed by religious bigots. Miss Light has been persecuted since she came to this town.
Mason, it's all right. I'll be glad to answer any questions you want to ask me.
Well, it won't do you any good. She'd blame anybody. She just brainwashes people and then sells them down the river.
And what do you know about all of this?
¿Qué es lo que habéis hecho?
Amy ha muerto.
Nadie sabía que estaba allí.
Yo la he matado.
No, no fue el incendio.
Pero yo lo provoqué.
Un momento, espera. Si miras hacia atrás, verás que Lily y Mason son los culpables. ¿Me estás escuchando?
¿Qué voy a hacer?
Vas a venir conmigo. Yo cuidaré de ti.
No, no puedo.
Hayley, no hay nada que temer. Yo soy el único que te ha visto.
No tengo miedo. Sé lo que tengo que hacer.
Hayley, no!
What is it, Miss Light?
No answer for what you've done.
Just ignore him the same way he ignored Amy Wallace when she came begging him for protection.
All right, look. I've had enough of the three-ring circus. Now, Miss Light has consented to questioning, so I'm taking her in.
Be my guest. Mason, will you please come to the house so we can talk?
I'm afraid my obligation to my client comes first.
You are representing her still?
Mason, I'm not making any assumptions about who's guilty or not guilty, but it is time for you to step aside. Your sister-in-law is dead.
So might I have been, if it hadn't been for Lily. Where were your family instincts then?
We didn't know where you were, Mason.
How hard did you look, Dad?
Mr. Capwell, is it true that Mrs. Wallace came to you before all of this happened?
This is just,
La forma de mi hijo de desviar la culpa del que la tiene. Amy vino a verme para que yo... Me pidió que despidiera a su marido del casino, lo que desde luego no era la solución.
Si no beneficia a la empresa, nunca lo es, ¿verdad, papá?
Tenía miedo de ti, Mason, y de usted. Y también de los seguidores de lo que llama su causa.
Rick quit. On his own, his decision. It still wasn't enough for you.
What makes you so sure it was the protesters that caused the fire, Dan? There were hot tempers all around. It could just as easily have been one of your hired gun security guards.
They were nowhere near the place, and you know it. Detective Whitney, I apologize. I really do. Don't let us keep you. You can throw the book at both of them.
So it sounds like we may talk again.
I'll cooperate in any way I can. And what the hell are you doing here?
I just want to make sure these two people don't start pointing the finger at anything that moves. If Lily would just get out of town, everything would be fine.
Well, Miss Light?
I'm gonna go get my things.
Once and for all, Mason, if you want any favors from the district attorney, you're just going to have to ask him yourself.
What is it, Mason? Are you whipping up deals already? Oh, God. You haven't changed at all. This whole thing, it comes all from your hatred of me, doesn't it? Your new saintliness. Just a camouflage. To chip away at my name and my business, the same as always. I can't tell you how disappointed I am in you.
A woman is dead, and all you can think about is yourself, your problems, your disappointments. No wonder you're such an unhappy man.
I'm ready.
Thank you.
I don't know if you're going to accept this or not, but I just want to say that I'm very sorry about what happened to your daughter-in-law. Sorrier than anyone.
Mason, I'm sorry that I said that, but if I didn't say something, they'd figure out that Hayley was the reason I'm here.
Forget it, Gina. You always were fast on your feet.
Promise me you won't say anything about Hayley. And don't let Lily say anything about her either.
I told you I wouldn't. I consider Hayley my client.
Thank you.
But so's Lily. And what she's gonna do, I can't tell you.
Just cleared out my office. I mean, I didn't have much there. It was...
Solo eran algunas fotografías de Amy y Johnny. Luego fui al ferry y empecé a pensar lo que íbamos a hacer. Puedo conseguir muchos trabajos, ¿no?
Claro que sí, Brick. No tienes por qué hablar de eso.
No. Quiero aclararlo.
De acuerdo. De acuerdo.
Así que fui al restaurante, ¿no? Y justo después de la explosión, quizás 30 segundos después, quizás un minuto, me dicen que probablemente Amy aún está viva.
Ellos no podían saberlo.
Pero no fue el impacto, eso es lo que dijeron. Luego voy hacia la puerta. Enseguida la abro. Y Bus está allí. Y luego el bar. O lo que quedaba de él. Estoy pensando, ¿a qué distancia crees que está de la puerta? ¿6 metros? ¿6 metros y medio? No puede haber mucho más, ¿no crees?
No lo sé.
There was already smoke there. They say it's not so bad near the floor, and that's where she was. I'm just wondering if she heard me.
Rick, don't do that. Don't do it.
Man, I hope she did. I mean, it's a terrible thing to be in the same room with someone that you love and not even know it, isn't it? Dad, why did they do this, man? I quit the damn job. I did what they asked me to do.
Tengo que irme.
¿A dónde vas?
Tengo que irme. Puedo ser como ellos. Tengo derecho. Voy a ser como ellos.
Ven aquí, pequeñín. Ven aquí, que te coja. Eso es. Bueno, volverá.
I must have told you a dozen times. I don't know where she is.
Well, come on, just tell me one more time, because no matter how many times you tell me, I'm not going to believe you.
Then why do you keep asking me? Why don't you just drop it?
Not as long as you and CC keep lying.
Then go pester him, why don't you? If he's hiding her, he sure as hell didn't console me.
Oh, come on, Castillo. You're covering for the whole Capwell family. Kelly Capwell is an accused murderess. As long as you keep protecting her, you're obstructing justice. Here it is. Come on. Your one opportunity to come clean. Do your duty, baby.
Oh, this is the sound of opportunity knocking. Yeah. Let me ask you something. Is this also an official questioning, Keith? Because if it is, I have the right to have a police officer and a lawyer present.
Oh, if I wanted to bring charges against you, they'd be there, okay? I'm just trying to save you the embarrassment and the ordeal of being subpoenaed and, having your house searched.
In other words, you got nothing to go on. Not that you couldn't find your way around a little technicality like that. I mean, a lack of evidence has never been known to get in your way.
Wait, no, don't turn this around. This is your mess, not mine.
All right, fine. Go ahead. Then you get a subpoena, all the search warrants you want.
I intend to.
You won't find anything, though. So you will be the one who will be embarrassed in the end.
I don't blush easily. You know something, Castillo? I think you should start looking at it through the classifieds, because, well, no, you can probably get a job with Victoria Lane. Driving her limousine.
You think Mason was right?
No, I don't. We offered Amy protection at home and at work and even offered her a place to stay out of town.
Was it enough?
Why is it this family always tries first and foremost to find someone to blame?
I was so determined not to close the casino. I wanted to keep a low profile, so I stood in the background. I let Brick handle the notoriety and Miss Light's crusaders.
Rick knew that was part of his job. He knew that when he took the job. Darling, no one could foresee this happening. Certainly not you. And no matter how I feel about Lily Light right now, I don't think she could have either. Hi. Oh.
Where's Lily?
La policía se la ha llevado. Brick, lo siento.
He estado muy preocupada por ti. Intenté localizarte.
¿Cuánto hace que se fueron?
Unos 10 o 15 minutos. Brick, a tu madre y a mí nos gustaría ayudar. ¿Quieres que hagamos los preparativos para...
No, yo me ocuparé. Si queréis ayudar, echad de esta casa a la mujer que planeó el asesinato de Amy.
Eso no hacía falta que lo pidieras.
Te llevaremos a casa.
No, tengo algunas citas.
¿A dónde vas?
A la comisaría.
Iré contigo.
Como quieras.
Si puedo hacer algo, Brick, lo que sea.
If anything needs to be done, I'll take care of it.
Our exclusive footage of the blaze as it looked this morning before firefighters were able to bring it under control.
Milagrosamente solo se perdió una vida. Se trata de la señora Amy Wallace, esposa del director del casino, hacia el cual la pequeña pero ruidosa secta dirigía la mayor parte de su ahora conocida protesta.
¿Por qué?
Hayley? I can hear somebody in there.
Go away.
Oh, thank God, man. I thought you got the police.
Look, you have no business in my business anymore. You hate liars. You hate Gina. Sometimes you even hate your father. Well, none of them have done anything as horrible as
I don't hate anybody. Hayley, I love you.
Don't love me. Go out that door, Ted. Don't turn back. Don't think of me anymore. I'm not worth all this.
I never said that.
I say it.
I was wrong to ever let you go. I mean, I was stupid. If I had been the kind of guy that I should have been, you wouldn't have had to go looking for somebody to trust you and to understand you. Hayley, I'm not going to make that mistake again. I promise you. I'm not going to walk away from you again.
No, I don't want you. I don't. They're going to find out who did this, and they're going to come after me. I don't want you here when that happens.
Hayley, come here. Come here. Don't, come on. Come on, you're just scared, that's all.
Oh, what's going to happen to me?
Nothing. Nothing, I promise you. Look, I know I let you down before. But you gotta trust me this one time. Whether I deserve it or not, okay? Tell me you will.
Ted, it's too late.
Well, not if I can help it.
Thank you for coming down, Miss Light.
You two are sadly mistaken if you think you can pin any of this on us. Lily knew Amy Wallace personally. She feels the loss almost as keenly as anyone.
You're among people who know you, Mason. Can it?
Let's keep a lid on the back and forth, shall we? Just want to ask you a couple of questions.
We'll be happy to cooperate, Cruz, but I think you should know that I'm acting as Lily's counsel also, so you won't be able to take advantage of her.
Wouldn't think of trying, counselor. Shall we?
So where are your sermons now, Lily? I'd like one right now on the joy of the next world.
Rick, not here, okay?
I just want to find out why my wife is...
¿Ha muerto? ¿No tengo derecho a hacer una pregunta?
Brick, nadie sabía nada de esto.
Nosotros sí. Llevaba semanas diciendo que algo así podía ocurrir. Pero vosotros no nos escuchasteis porque no éramos importantes.
Brick, cálmate. Tienes derecho a todo.
Vaya, muchas gracias por la información. Ahora me gustaría que hicieras algo que yo ya no puedo hacer.
Lo que sea.
Devolvérmela. Nada más. Solo entonces podremos perdonar y olvidar. ¿Puedes hacer eso por mí? Por favor. Tú salvas almas, haces milagros y ese tipo de cosas, ¿no? Pero si es mucho esfuerzo, ¿puedes solamente devolver la vida que se perdió en el incendio? Yo creo que podrías hacerlo, ¿eh? Pero si estás demasiado ocupada eliminando el mal del mundo, solo el dolor. El dolor por la pérdida de la persona que más quería en este mundo.
¡Basta!
Por favor, Brick.
Supongo que esto es solo un pequeño revés para ti, ¿verdad, Mason? Me refiero a tu interminable guerra contra papá. Por eso la trajiste aquí.
Escucha, Brick, ¿por qué no te calmas?
¿Calmarme? No quiero calmarme. Quiero llegar hasta
Paul, ¿quieres llevártelos a mi despacho, por favor?
¿Me acompañan?
Si vas a darme un sermón por esto, ahórratelo, ¿de acuerdo?
En absoluto. Si estuviera en tu lugar, me golpearía la cabeza, destrozaría las paredes, pero tengo un trabajo que hacer y lo haré mejor si te marchas a casa.
Está bien. Pero dime exactamente lo que ella te cuenta.
I will.
Did you see Billy?
Yeah. Her and Mason are inside there, and I'm just gonna wait right here until they come out, okay?
You need me for anything else? No, that's all for now, thanks.
You might as well sit down. You're going to be here for a while.
First things first, I'd like you to account for your whereabouts this morning.
Oh, forget about the whereabouts and all the other niceties. If you knew who threw the homemade bomb, I want to hear it. I want a name.
Hi.
Cece said you'd be here. Is he all right?
He said he won't leave the police station until Lily Light is arrested. I'm trying to get him to go home.
Hi, pal.
Hi.
Ming stopped by. She's with Johnny now.
Oh, thanks for everybody's concern. Appreciate it. I've been telling everybody, but I don't know how to make any sense out of this.
Sometimes there just aren't any answers for things that happen.
I never really belonged one place more than another before, or everyone seems to think that the biggest event in my life was becoming a capital Lockridge, but it's not true. I mean, I kind of wanted it for Amy. I mean, because she liked all of you. She wanted our children, you know, to know where they came from. It's the reason I took the job at the casino in the first place, thinking maybe I can, I don't know, bridge the families together somehow or something. I wanted you to be proud of me, you and Lionel. And Cece.
We are proud of you.
Of course we are.
You got me. Made me a symbol of your families. It's a laugh in there. And all those protesters. Some of them, they were just kids. More kids than... Look, I gotta go right now. I don't want to leave Johnny with other people, right?
Brad, would you mind very much if we went with you?
Sure. Sure.
Excuse me. I'd like to see Mr. Keith Timmons.
Business or personal?
Personal.
Oh, he's busy with a case right now. You're gonna have to wait.
Well, business then. Look, I know the people he's in there talking to. They're friends of mine. Never mind. He'll probably just get irritated if I interrupt him anyway.
Yeah, you got that right.
Well, could you at least give him a message for me? My name is Gina Capwell.
Yeah, I recognize you from your cookies.
Just tell him to meet me at the van. I'll be waiting there, and it's important that he comes to me as soon as possible.
I instructed her not to answer because the question was posed in a hostile manner.
You're lucky you quit before I had a chance to fire you.
Can we leave the illustrious history of your office out of this, please? Now, whose idea was this protest in the first place? Did you set it up?
Yes, I did.
Lily, what do you do? Instruct her to deny? Is that
Yes, it was my idea to set up the picketing against the casino and the ferry boat launch. But I told them not to go to Buzz's place. I don't know why they were there.
If they were there.
In fact, the last time I was there, it was to break up a meeting that had gotten out of hand.
We have witnesses to verify that.
Have you seen this flyer?
Yes, I have. But I had nothing to do with it. I don't know where it came from.
Oh, smash down gambling sounds like your message.
I personally took part in a very few protests. And when I did, I planned it myself. Now, there are people out there who believe the same fundamental issues I do. But they must have printed that up. I had nothing to do with it. I don't believe in violence.
That's a matter of record. She has a copy of the anti-violence statement she was planning to make at the rally this afternoon.
I'd like to see that.
Hey, too bad your anti-violence rally was spoiled by one little murder.
What else can I say? All right, what happened was horrifying. It was shocking. And I admit, I do take on some of the responsibility, an emotional one.
Oh, this is very, very touching. Let's talk about legal responsibilities now. Do you have any idea which one of your followers did this?
I can't believe that any of them would do that.
No one, none of them came to unburden his troubled conscience to you yet?
No.
The person we're looking for is obviously no novice at arson. The makeshift bomb was very effective. What about you? Do you know something she doesn't?
Why don't you try asking my father, Cruz? He hired an extra bunch of trigger-happy guards to look after the casino and the ferry boats. Maybe one of them got overzealous.
Sure, and maybe an asteroid fell on the place.
Check into that, Mason.
I don't think any possibility is too remote to be looked into in a case like this.
What do you think your daddy did, Mason? To give them all hand grenades?
We'll check into it.
Fine. I guess that's all for now. Thank you for coming down. Oh, one more thing, Miss Light.
Yes?
I'd like a list of all the people who attend your meetings on a regular basis.
Well, I'm sorry, that's impossible. Everyone's allowed to come to my
Names, addresses, and phone numbers.
Inspector, I cannot do that. I don't keep track of them.
Mason has a long memory. I'm sure he'll help you with it.
I want you to check out CC, see if he knows anything about this.
Don't get real. That was a crock. Mason never misses an opportunity to get a jab in at his father.
I don't want a commentary. I want you to check it out.
I told you, it's too foolish to waste my time on, pal. As a matter of fact, so are you.
I'm proud of you.
I wasn't. I really had to make up a list for him.
Well, you handled that just right. You don't have one. Stick to that.
Jason, why do you keep bringing your father into this?
Force of habit, I guess. Anyway, that's 12 guards they have to track down and interview before they can start badgering us again.
Yeah, let's just go.
Not so fast. Well, that was dumb, Ted. All Cruz needed was to see the three of us in a huddle.
Yeah, all right. Well, maybe it was. Listen, I just want to know what you just told him in there. I just heard that you guys were being questioned.
We didn't tell him anything. Look, if we wanted to hand Hayley over, we could have spared ourselves the trouble of being hauled down here.
Oh, I see. So when push comes to shove, then she's not going to dump Hayley to save her own skin?
Look, I haven't, and I won't. Now, Hayley's been abandoned before, but I've never done it to her.
Lily.
No, I just want him to understand. I didn't mention Hayley's name. Much less say anything about her involvement in the
All right,
situation.
look, maybe I'm coming a little strong. This is just very important to me, Lily.
It's important to me, too. But how is she doing? I want to see her.
No way. You just stay away from her. You're gonna get used to that. I think Hayley's biggest problem right now is sticking around you.
Dad, we're all in this together.
No, we're not. You guys are in this, I'm not. I'm getting Hayley out of this.
You don't think that's what we want?
Yeah, well, maybe so, maybe not. But I'm not gonna depend on you guys to do anything about it. I'm not one of your sheep. You know, when I need somebody to trust, I'm a little more careful than that. Now, I'll bet you're just swelling up with pride right now. I'll bet you feel like you've got this real good sense of accomplishment, knowing that you've got this little flock of people running around destroying things for you.
No, I never even dreamed something like this would
you
happen.
never dream. That's all you do is dream. This crystal cathedral of yours, this army of souls.
Look, Ted, I've done good in my life. No one's going to take that away from me.
Where is it? Show it to me. As far as I can see, sobering Mason up here is probably your main claim to godliness. A few bets on how long that one's going to last. Meanwhile, you completely destroyed Hayley's dreams here. Amy's and Brick's too. Completely destroyed them all at the same time. And you put that one on your resume, your next life, and see how far you get past those pearly gates.
Are you blind? Can't you see what this is doing to me? How bad I feel about this, too?
No, I sure don't. You know, I hope that's true. You know, whatever you're going through, not enough.
Dad?
Why did you let him do that to me?
Dad's angry, and he's hurt. But let's face it, Lily. He's at least half right.
Listen, Johnny, look, what's this? No, I don't remember. I'm not doing it.
Oh,
Is there, could you show me how to do that? Oh, that's
¿Podrías? Anda, Johnny, enséñame.
Ya está todo dispuesto para el funeral. He conseguido que sea mañana.
¿Quieres que me lleve a Johnny al menos un par de días?
No, le necesito. Quiero que esté conmigo.
Lo entiendo.
Bueno, tengo que hacer algunas cosas. Perdonadme. Tengo que hacerlas ahora.
¿A dónde vas?
Bueno, tengo que hacer un par de cosas.
¿Vas a ver a Cruz?
Sí, y a Ted y a Hayley.
¿Por qué a Ted?
Porque es un testigo ocular, o lo más parecido a eso.
Ted estaba allí y seguramente si hubiera visto algo, se lo hubiera dicho a la policía.
Eso espero.
Lionel no pensará que fue Ted el que...
No, claro que no. Déjale, tiene que hacer esa búsqueda. Es su forma de soportar el dolor. Hay que dejar que lo haga.
I can't believe that you would take this invention of Mason seriously.
I don't, but Tim was just going to send somebody whether I came or not. So if he asked, we discussed your casino guards, all right?
All right. What are you really here about, then?
For something we're not supposed to discuss.
¿Dónde está Kelly?
Cruz, te repito lo que ya he dicho una y mil veces. No tengo la más mínima idea de dónde está.
Muy bien, señor Campbell, excepto que es mentira. La verdad es que toda su familia sabe dónde está Kelly y desgraciadamente yo también. A Aiden se le escapó.
De veras, ¿eh?
Sí, así es. Cuando antes me presionaban, no decir nada era fácil porque no sabía nada, pero ahora es diferente.
De acuerdo, lo sabes. ¿Qué piensas hacer?
Los dos sabemos lo que debería hacer, ¿no?
¿Qué? ¿Detenerme?
En efecto.
Oh, vamos, Cruz, por favor. ¿Por qué? ¿Por proteger a mi hija para que no sea juzgada por algo que sea ciencia cierta que no ha hecho? ¿Por eso vas a detenerme?
Señor Campbell, aún queda por comprobar si mi información es correcta. Quiero decir que muy bien podría buscar a Kelly en Siena, Italia, y no encontrarla.
¿Pretendes que la saque de allí? No quiero hacerlo a menos que sea absolutamente necesario. Ya ha sufrido bastante, allí es feliz. No quiero que se mueva si no es indispensable.
Haga lo que haga, no quiero saberlo. Voy a dedicarme a construir un caso de defensa para ella.
De acuerdo. Gracias. Gracias por guardar silencio.
Solo lo hago porque, como usted, no creo que Kelly sea culpable. Pero no sé cuánto tiempo podemos mantener a Timmins al margen. Es una advertencia.
No, I'm trying to reach Inspector Castillo. Do you know when he'll be back? His house. Yes, I have the number here. Thank you. I'll reach him there. This is Hayley Benson. I need to talk to you about what happened to Amy Wallace. It's 12:30 now. I'll be right over to your home as soon as I can.
No. No, she can't.
No.
Gina, ¿qué estás haciendo aquí?
Salvarte la vida.
Wait, you just get in here and be quiet. You're lucky nobody's here. Cruz is gonna need a new lock on his window, though. All we have to do is erase your message you left on his answering machine.
Wait a minute. How did you know I left a message on his machine?
I just knew. I keep pretty close tabs on you, you know. I was only one step behind you all day. I had an idea you'd do something crazy like run straight to the police.
Well, fine. You can erase the message, but it's not going to change my mind. Gene, I've thought this out. This is my only choice.
That's why I'm here, to give you another one.
All I want to do is tell the truth.
Hayley, why would you want to do that?
You don't understand, do you?
I don't think committing suicide is very productive. It won't undo anything. What does Ted say about this?
Oh, he wants me to keep quiet about everything, of course.
Well, he's a very smart man. I think maybe you should listen to him. Well, here it is. All right. Here we go. Now, I want you to be just like this tape, Hayley. Quiet and blank.
Gina,
it's your only chance.
I can't do it, Gina, and it's not a question of whether what's right or what's wrong. I just know I can't live with these feelings any longer.
Hayley, you listen to me, and you hear what I'm saying. You're gonna ruin your whole life if you tell everybody what happened. It was a mistake, an accident. A terrible, tragic accident, but an accident nonetheless. You didn't mean to hurt anybody. It just happened, Hayley. But you can't throw your whole life away. You're not gonna get a second chance.
I don't deserve one.
Come on. Forget about that. Why do you think I'm here, knocking myself out? If you're such a worthless person. Who knows you better than I do? Some cop? Some judge? I know you have a terrible feeling inside yourself that you want to get rid of. But you can't do it by letting some bored old man in a black robe give you 30 years for life. That won't do the trick, Hayley. Amy is still gonna be dead.
I know. I know, my God.
Are you all right?
What about Lily? What about Lily? Did the police come and get her?
Yes, they took her down to the station for questioning. Mason's with her.
Then I have to go down there and tell them the truth, or they're going to hold her there.
Mason promised me they won't say anything about you.
That's not true. She won't lie.
Of course she will. Because she knows there's a certain lady walking around on a cane that'll turn her whole life around so fast she won't know what hit her if she doesn't. Just at least wait until we find out what Lily said, okay? Before you go confessing everything to the world. You don't want to tell a different story than Lily, do you? You don't want to get her in trouble like that.
No, I don't want that to happen.
I didn't think so. Now, why don't we get out of here before somebody else comes along?
Lily, a woman died today, and I feel responsible for it. I also feel used. Same way Hayley must feel right now. The sad truth is, you've been using everybody, haven't you? Me to get to this town, Hayley to get near Gina. Everybody has a purpose in your life, or else they're not in your life. That's about the sum and substance of it, isn't it?
No.
No. Why, you have some nobler motive, something I've overlooked?
I don't just use people in my life. And if I do, I'm certainly not the only one.
Lily, there may be safety in numbers, but there's no justification in them. Just because 100 people do something doesn't make it right.
Well, then tell me what's right. You know, you've used me too.
I have.
Yes, you have. To get to your family, to get to your father and Julia. People, and anyone else you blame for Mary's death. If you're so disenchanted with me, why don't you just get out of here? Just go out that door and don't come back. If you hate me so much, just go.
Doesn't matter. That's never helped anybody. What you have to do is gather your courage. Oh,
That's where you were.
just hold on. You should be thanking me. I talked her out of turning herself into Cruz.
I didn't know who to turn to.
I told her she has you and me, and that's all she needs. She doesn't need anybody else. We'll do whatever needs to be done.
Did you see Lily? You said you were going to go see her.
Yeah. Lily Mason, they didn't tell the police anything.
She lied?
Oh, for crying out loud,
She lied,
Hayley.
Hayley, but it's the best thing she could have done.
I made her lie.
Oh, you are just too much. You know, I used to think Lily was a plaster saint. But it turns out she's really made a silly putty. She can do whatever she wants. And as far as you're concerned, she can bounce right back. She can break the commandments, eat in between meals, and she still glows in the dark from goodness.
Gina is right for once. You've got to stop taking cues from Lily. For all we know, she could turn around and shut you out tomorrow.
Yes, who is it?
Cruz Castillo, Hayley. Got Rick with me.
Glad you're back. I was worried about you.
I was at Brick's house. I decided to spend some time with him.
How is he?
It's not good. He's strong. He's trying to be strong, but you see the strain on him. You know, when I talk to him, or when I listen to him, we've got to hold on to each other tight, Cece. We don't know how lucky we are.
I do. You are the luckiest man alive.
You know, I thought for a while, for a few moments, that we should cancel the wedding or postpone it until things are better with Brick. But we've done it before. And every day in between is like time stolen from us. So you know what? I'm going to be real selfish. And I think that's the way Brick would want it. And I know that's the way Amy would want it.
Yes. You know, I saw a look in his eyes when I saw him at the guest house.
What?
Made me uneasy because I remembered seeing that look before. In me. All those years that you were away from me, and I had no reason to think you'd ever come back. Yes, I'm lucky.
I mean it. If that's how you feel, then just go away. You think because I can't live out everything I've talked about, I don't believe it. That's not true. I'm not as good as I'd like to be, but who is?
I'm not going anywhere, Lily. You're right. I have been using you. I didn't always mean to, but that's no excuse. Because I needed you. Especially in the beginning.
Well, needing's a beautiful thing. Needing's not using. It helps two people grow closer together.
Yeah?
What can I do for you?
Just want to ask you a couple of questions.
Right?
Brick says he heard Ted talking to you outside buses this morning. I'm just gonna ask you this straight out, Hayley. Did you have anything at all to do with that fire?
Of course you didn't. Told you, I was right there by the fire.
Yeah, you also told me you didn't see any of the protesters' faces. Now, were you there, Hayley? We already know you were planning to be.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, she was, but she spent most of the morning with me. You know, and then when the protest had started, I mean, she was not with those people. I mean, I was there.
Why don't you let her speak for herself,
Now,
Ted?
wait a minute. What is this? Why are you browbeating her this way? Can't you see that she's upset? She thought those maniacs were her friends.
We're all a little upset, Gina.
I'm sure we are, but I'm not going to let you continue to question her without her attorney.
Oh.
For all I know, you guys...
Era el que tiene algo que ver con Lily
¿Y
Light.
quién podría ser? ¿Mason?
No sé quién puede ser.
Quizá deberíamos volver cuando estés más tranquila. Gracias por tu ayuda. Brick.
Siento lo de Amy.
I'll be in touch.
Yeah, thank you.
So what do you think?
It's easy. Ted and Hayley are lying.
Bob Hope lampoons the new TV scene with a little help from George Burns, Morgan Fairchild, Tony Randall, Ann Gillian, and Danny Thomas. It's an all-new all-star comedy special. Then see the spectacular 2-hour movie premiere of L.A. Law. The critics call it gripping, outrageous dialogue, flat-out brilliant. It's a sneak preview of the hot new series, L.A. Law, tonight on NBC.